Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, what a game we watched a little bit earlier, but with that said, every single game in this tournament has the potential to top the previous one, and it's been upset mania these past three games, technically. I mean, I don't know. I can't really call Oklahoma over Northwestern an upset. Technically, it is, but not really. But if if the lower seed prevails in this one, oh my goodness. 8 seed New Mexico versus 1 seed Duke. Kamish Zelikov back at it again. Coach Killian back at it again by my side. But also Mrs. Kamish, this time not a surprise. Commentator. We are a three-man wrecking crew for this amazing matchup in Pullman, Washington. So, Coach Killian, may I ask you what you think of these two teams?
I think it's going to be interesting to see if New Mexico can do what they did in the first round against that famous hot young team, Davidson, and see if New Mexico can stay up with Duke. Duke is looking really good. I played Eastern Washington in the first round. I mean, not so much, but of a challenge. But Duke is looking good. They ran away with the ACC, kind of, but it just really comes down to see if New Mexico can stay up with Duke.
I fully agree with that assessment. I mean, you're dealing with a Blue Devils team that won the ACC outright, a New Mexico team that won the Mountain West outright. I mean, it's just to put it simply, champions going up against each other. Um, it'll be a fun one to watch. I mean, you're looking over some stats right now. Mrs. Kamish, what do you notice?
I am. So let's start with, first of all, hello everyone. How you doing? So yeah, I'm looking at some stats. I'm looking right now at New Mexico. What can I notice? First of all, overall points per game for New Mexico, 94.3.
And what about Duke?
Oh, Duke, 91.1, so they're really close. What else do you want to know? Ask me, and I'll deliver.
Well, I want to know who you think is going to win this game first and foremost.
Wow, that's a tough one. It's really tough one. But I'm gonna pick New Mexico. I don't know why.
Picking the upset in this one. What about you, Coach?
I have Duke going all the way. I have them as my national champion, so I'm hoping Duke comes out with a win here.
Okay, sounds good. First points go to New Mexico on the alley-oop from Nick Jackson to Keem Beam. Keem Beam was an absolute force in the game against Davidson. And right beside him, Mitty Gavin is also a weapon. Two very tall players for New Mexico could give Duke some problems, especially at the 4, because John Freeney's a bit undersized.
Okay, so who should we watch out for in terms of players?
Okay, well, I'd say Donardo Williams, who just took that shot for New Mexico, is a guy to watch, and Keem Beam as well for New Mexico. Those two seniors are big. But I'd also say Wyatt Mediger for Duke. They're leading points per game score this regular season. But I'd also watch out for the big man, Kristaps Kirilenko. That man should have a big day. Wyatt Mediger, bit of a wild 3 right there that does not go in. Oh, and then another note to add. Even though, well, not even though, but whoever watched the New Mexico-Davidson game, they will know that these Lobos are not fully healthy. Good putback there by Mitty Gavin to get the lead. But Ferdinand Blevins is not UNM's starting point guard. It should be Hassan Washington, but in early January, he tore his Achilles, and it's a long recovery for him.
Let's also remember that New Mexico beat Davidson, although everyone thought Davidson was going to win. Will they repeat, or will Duke win this time?
I don't know, but Mitty Gavin nearly knocked down a horrible jumper right there. And Duke is now working it. We're going to see Darian Stewart and this Duke offense put some points up on the board. Anthony Wilson gets it up, but no. And Kristaps Kirilenko recovers and ties the game early. Here we go. UNM with Ferdinand Blevins as their starting point guard. Tossing it around. Denardo Williams. Hook goes off the backboard. A little bit of a back and forth game early on between these two outright champs of their respective conferences. Wilson tosses it in, and it's going to go out of bounds, but on New Mexico. So Duke retains possession.
My question is for you guys. Last team was really close one to the other. Do you think that these two teams will repeat what we have seen last game?
Well, it depends on their last games. I mean, both of them blew out their opponents, so I don't think it will repeat for both. I don't even know if it'll repeat for either one of them, to be honest, as Duke gets a nice little jumper before the shot clock expired to tie the game again. But what about you, Coach? What do you think? I mean, both teams won in blowout fashion. Mitty Gavin's heading to the line, though. Who do you think comes out on top, and will they come out on top in blowout fashion?
I don't. You know, I don't really know who's going to come out on top because it can go either way. Both teams are coming off a really big first round win, and they did really well both in the regular season. So it really could just go down to the wire.
It really could. Mitty Gavin knocks down the first free throw, knocks down the second one coolly, the Michigan transfer. Calm and collected at the charity stripe, and the Blue Devils now making their way over. On the offensive side, John Freeney knocks it down.
Good job.
Tie game again.
You know, New Mexico's kind of staying in it with Duke for the first round. Good dunk.
My goodness. Keem Beam with authority at the rim. And back and forth we go again. Darian Stewart tries to drive in. Contact. And he gets it to go. No foul called, however.
Kind of good defense there from New Mexico. I mean, tough shot, but still got it in.
Great defense, even better offense. Gavin misses the three. Rebounded by Keem Beam, and he'll get it to go.
What two good games that we've had that we're having today?
Oh my goodness! Darian Stewart attacking the rim with the double pump. And things are explosive in Pullman. Keem Beam, jumper, no. Rebounded by Gavin, and he stuffs it.
Gavin really keeping New Mexico in this game.
His rebounding has been really good so far. And that's another offensive rebound, and Wyatt Mediger is going to get that one in. Now, what can UNM do? Gavin, jumper, off the iron. And here comes Duke. They can take a lead here for the first time. And I think that's a foul on Mitty Gavin. I had to look down for just a second. I apologize. Also, we're going to make a real quick late addition to the commentary crew.
Who's gonna be?
I have no idea.
Gonna be
The one and only.
the one and only Coach Rod.
Oh, hey AJ.
He's on.
ACL.
He is on. I'm just
there's this
gonna
beautiful face.
Yep, I'm just gonna quickly adjust.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I was trying to work the fucking shit.
Hello?
So. Wait, is the
Welcome.
game going right now?
Yeah, it's on right now.
Okay, I see.
Oh wait, do you not see it or can you see it?
I do.
Okay, sweet.
Good
Hi,
shot
Glenn.
there from New Mexico.
So welcome.
Welcome, University of Michigan head basketball coach Rodriguez. Victor against Oregon. Oh, what a filthy block by Mitty Gavin right there. That's your former player, isn't it?
Yeah, the transfer.
Well, you know, with the return of Nikita Zelikov and still having DeAndre Cotton run the 5, I mean, he knew he couldn't get that PT, and he just simply wanted a chance to shine, and he's doing just that at UNM.
Yeah, I mean, good for him. Was a nice guy for when he was here, and really enjoyed his leadership.
Yes, sir. And that's a big 3 right there by Anthony Wilson III.
So I know I'm a little late, but I saw Kansas upset UConn, and was there another game today? Or
This
no?
is
No, this is the last one.
this is the second and last one for today or tonight for us. And that's almost turned over. Luckily, Cat James tried to recover that one out of bounds, and John Scherer should not be the coach for Duke. That should be Coach Mario. Don't know why that never saved. Man. 13-year-old video
So,
game
Coach
things.
Rodriguez, who do you think will win? UNM or Duke?
Matchup wise, I mean, Duke has more talent, but UNM also has guys that can play, so I think it'll be close, but Duke should be able to pull it out.
We'll see, man. It's a tough challenge right here for Duke. Anthony Wilson nearly had another 3 go down right there. But Duke is holding firm. Defensively.
Ooh.
Defensively, they're causing issues. Adrian Murley nearly turned that one over. Keem Beam. Long 2, but that was a horrible shot.
Not the good shot selection right there for UNM.
That's what they don't need in this game.
It was a rush shot. Anthony Wilson misses the bunny jumper. And here comes here come the Lobos. Denardo Williams 3. Shoot him up.
Wow.
The grad
So the winner
transfer.
of this will play.
Oklahoma.
Oh jeez.
There's a possible rematch on the cards if Duke prevails. Remember, Duke and OU played in the Final Four last tournament, and there's a turnover.
Oh, Mexico getting the turnover.
Another
And
3.
that's a missed 3.
No.
Rebounded.
Oh,
He'll be headed to the line.
Wow.
That is Steve Reeves, I believe, headed to the free throw line for the Lobos.
sometimes I don't know what these refs see. I mean, it's clear foul, but I'm still let the men play.
I'm sorry, but that game that I played against Oregon, that might have been the most like diabolical refereeing I've ever seen in this game.
Which one are you talking about?
The Michigan, bro, they literally called a reach and fall on a jump ball animation.
That's right. Yeah, the foul calling in that game was ridiculous. As Steve Reeves misses both free throws. A missed opportunity for New Mexico as Bozo Cooper, yes, that's his first name, misses the jumper. I wish
Duke's
I could-
ice cold right now. Really got to start moving the ball around the perimeter.
Better
So,
ball.
Mr. Rod, if you don't mind me asking you a question, with you being in the next round, what do you think what do you think your team has to do to control LSU?
Get General Cisse in foul trouble.
Also,
That's
make
about it.
sure you clamp up the the 3-point range, man, because they can shoot it.
Yeah. I mean, I had my struggle game. They had their struggle game earlier, so we'll see.
Yep, and Bozo puts that one into the side of the backboard. Oh my gosh. Adrian Murray trying to drive in, feeds Keem Beam, and he's swatted away.
Oh my.
Cat James sent that one to the first row.
Almost stepped out of bounds. It looked like.
It looked like he did step out of bounds, and that 3-pointer didn't go down anyway, so kind of a ball don't lie moment, maybe?
I can see in the comments we have the coach of Duke, the one and only Coach Mario. Anything you'd like to say, Coach Mario, in the comments?
Oh, what a rebound by Kirilenko. Big man taking care of business down low. Murray trying to drive in. Could have had himself an open 3. Trying to make some moves on Mustafa Mole. Transfer from North Carolina. Steve Reese from 3. Bang!
Big shot there.
Tie game. With a little bit under 6 minutes to go, Kirilenko gets the little jumper to go. Good shot right there.
See if they can build up some momentum here, Duke. I mean, crawled back into it, start taking the lead again. Maybe if they can get on a little run here before the half, they're good. Terrible.
What in the world?
But here we go. Duke, after that very ill-advised shot by Adrian Murray, has a chance to extend the lead, but a horrible shot right there by Darian Stewart is recollected by the Lobos. Nick Jackson with it now.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Coach,
after watching the first game for Duke, how do you guys feel about Duke in March Madness right now?
I mean, this is a strong team. We know how dominant they are. We saw how well they did last season when they made the Final Four as a Cinderella, basically. Oh, what a shot right there from Nick Jackson, though.
I mean, I don't know. Duke, I feel like if they're playing like this, they might not even get out of it. I mean, if they do go out and win this game, they have a tough test next weekend. So we'll see. If they play like this, they're not beating Oklahoma.
I think I can agree with that for sure. Kirilenko with some nice work down low as their big man. And who's that out of bounds on? They're going to say it's out of bounds on New Mexico. And Duke will inbound it. Why is UNM green right now? Are they green? Just reading the comments here.
we need to be playing better offensively, is all I have to say, says Coach Mario from Duke. What do you have to say to this, guys?
Well, I mean, especially after that shot right there, I kind of agree. Denardo Williams to Blevins, the layup goes.
I think they also need to really get better on the defense side with getting into the paint and really just getting Mitty out of there.
I agree. Bozo
You need
Cooper
to
wins.
stop the ball in the half court.
Oh my goodness, that's a goaltend. That's a goaltend, and that should be 30-29 Duke. Another scoreboard glitch. Remember, it's 30-29 Duke.
Oh, big steal for Duke.
And no,
What a waste.
it was a wasted reference. 2K reference. Yep, I remember. I had a feeling that's what it was. Gavin, turnaround Jay. No, putback goes for Keem Beam.
Duke's also got to get better on blocking out or boxing out. That's what's killing them.
The thing is that they lack the size at the 4. Meanwhile, you got 7 foot, like 2 and 7 foot.
That's
7 foot. Down low for UNM. Jackson, Gavin draws the foul on Freeney. He gets the free throws.
Duke's got to
Dude,
come out with
that's-
something out of
You go.
This is why I've been trying to
All right.
recruit a good big for years.
All I was saying is Duke has to stop the ball in the half court, like I said earlier. Because if New Mexico just wants to keep pushing the ball in the paint, it's going to happen because they have numbers at all times, it seems.
That is true. They have the numbers, they have the height. This is a well-built team by Coach Pitt. It's now 33-30 Duke. Once again, a goaltend did not register on the scoreboard for whatever reason. Cat James to
Good.
Wilson.
double team there for New Mexico.
New Mexico's doing their work on defense, stopping Duke, and just like Duke.
There it is, another stop. And Blevins looking for some of his teammates. Donardo Williams knocks down another J. 2 minutes to go in the half.
Man.
And Duke in trouble a little bit. Oh, that was nearly intercepted. Mole is rejected.
Oh!
UNM could make it a 10-0 run at least. If all goes right. Donardo. Keen Beam. 3. No. Thing is, Keen Beam can knock down that jumper. He's got range. Screen set. Wilson drives in. Foul on Donardo Williams.
So, boys, nowadays with how CBB is playing, what do you think is like a good like defensive game in your opinion? What score range?
A
how
good
basketball is now?
a good defensive game.
Yeah, like what would you say is the average defensive game?
An average defensive game, I'd say, is like if the scores are like in the 60s.
So, like you're saying, like holding a team to like 30 points a half is pretty good.
I'd say so. I mean, especially out here with the talent that we know is in the league. And there we go. Duke finally getting some momentum on defense. But yeah, that's what I have to say about it. Cat James jumper does not go. And Blevins, Gavin, feed. He nails it. And timeout Duke, they needed that. Once again, it's 37-32 for Duke. I think I'll be reminding a lot of people that a goaltend did not count when it should have.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep up with that.
It's something that I always keep in the back of my mind because from reading comments about like this game, it's notoriously known for this like little glitch, unfortunately. Yeah. Did a goaltend not count? Yeah, it did not. Well, it didn't. It doesn't show up on the scoreboard here. It's like it counts in the game, but it hasn't shown up on the scoreboard. There's a weird glitch. So it's 37-32 right now in actuality. Remember, Duke score +2. Just keep that in mind. I think I might make that a message and pin it.
Gets it in.
It's a good jumper
37,
right there.
34. Mexico now with the ball, looking, get around, passing it around. Mexico, big shot, no good, but it's a rebound, midi, and there's the big dunk.
Goodness gracious.
Okay, so we
30
have a question from Lot.
34.
How's Midi Gavin going? What's
Um,
your opinion?
I mean, Mitty Gavin's holding up. Good jumper right there by Karolenko. It's a 3-point game.
Hey, Schneider.
If Schneids is in the chat now. Clock winding down for UNM. They got to take a shot. Blevins, step back.
Oh, terrible possession.
Not a well executed possession to end the half, but we're sitting here with Duke down by 3.
It's been a big defensive game here in the first half, really, for both teams, kind of.
Agreed. And Duke shooting less than average. UNM with some good shooting percentages, though.
I think with Duke coming out of halftime, I think they really need to put the pressure on Minnie Gavin to really slow them down.
I think it's more so on Keem Beam because that dude already has 10 points and 7 rebounds. He looks like he's going to have yet another monster night. And Nick Jackson with some Jackson-like moves to open up the scoring for this half. Madiger working inside to Kristaps Karolenko. He swallows up Keem Beam down below the basket. My goodness. Engulfed. Now what will UNM do? Keem Beam, shot. He can make any shot he wants. I'm telling you, this is the guy that you want to find a way to slow down. Mitty Gavin, talented. Denardo Williams, talented. But if you can't keep Keem Beam quiet, you're going to have a hard time winning. Freeney, jumper, missed. And here we go once again,
Big
the Lobos.
possession in the next year.
This is a big possession
You get a
for sure.
score.
Denardo Williams, jumper, no. Rebounded by Karolenko. Thought Keem Beam was going to get that for a sec. Good play. Rebounded by Freeney. Look at that. Good recovery by the junior. Nate Gavin, Denardo, Jackson, and no. Usually a foul is called right there as well.
That looked like a foul last half.
It was, but the refs swallowed their whistle that time. Karolenko trying to work in on Keem Beam. He flips it up. Oof, that nearly went in.
I don't know about the foul there.
I was gonna say that didn't look like much like a foul. It didn't look like he did much.
Wow.
Yeah, a bit of a questionable call there from the referee. Karolenko has a chance to. What were you saying again?
Oh my.
Said refs got moneyline Duke here.
Seems like the refs have money line for a lot of these games.
Okay, so we have soon started the second half. How would you rate the first half? What did you see about it?
For which team?
Both.
Okay. Keem Beam, no. Fellas, the question was asked. Well, how do you rate both teams from the first half? Go Killian first.
What was
I'd
it?
say.
How do you? What was the question?
So just
First
like,
half,
how would you rate both teams from their first half performances?
exactly.
Personally, New Mexico had a very well-rounded half. Right now, second half kind of changed. Duke seems to be putting more pressure on the ball before they really start to break. But Duke did not play well in the first half at all for Duke expectations. So we'll see the changes they both made in the second half.
What about you, Coach Rodriguez?
Or that was actually Killian. That was
Sorry,
Rodriguez that spoke. So
Yeah,
Killian.
sorry about it.
Yeah, we're mixing
Thank
up
you,
names.
Coach Rodriguez. Thank you. I would just like to thank you, Coach Rodriguez. What about you, Coach Killian?
I think New Mexico has been able to keep it under control. With the ball movement. Less turnovers than what people think they might actually do. Duke, they just haven't been able to keep up with how fast that New Mexico's going with the ball placement and the ball movement. I think Duke just really needs to get the ball moving and get more shots than what they've been doing.
Oh my goodness, what a dunk right there by Anthony Wilson, and Duke takes the lead.
Right, because we have to remember that Duke scores is +2.
That's right. Bit of a wild
Oh.
read there from DiNardo Williams, and here come the Blue Devils. A very close game so far. Darian Stewart doubled, passes to Wilson, flips it up and in.
Good shot.
An 8-0 run for the Blue Devils.
Duke crowd getting into it now.
This Duke crowd in Pullman, Washington is alive and well.
I'm
Blevins,
surprised they were even able to make the travel.
what a three right
Wow.
there. Ferdinand Blevins. What a shot.
I mean, think about it. That travel all the way to Washington for Duke has got to be a snooze.
It is. And what a hook shot there from Kirilenko. What a solid big man he is. And Blevins waiting for his Lobos to create some space. And that's a turnover. Great defense by the Blue Devils.
Big collision for
Freeney and
what a block!
oh my gosh, Mitty Gavin said, "Get that junk out of here." What a feed! And
Good
how was
pass.
that not blocked?
Having
Oh my
everybody in his face.
How was that not blocked? Woo! Some intense basketball over here. Kirilenko, Freeney, jumper, no. UNM can retake the lead right here. It's a tie game. Jackson posting up on Wilson. He's turning,
Look at it.
fading. What a
Oh.
shot.
Wow, what a shot!
Nick Jackson moving like the Jackson 5 on the court tonight. Mediger, rim rocking, missed the layup.
Big block.
That wasn't even a block. He just missed it.
Oh, was it?
Yep. And Mitty Gavin with the slam.
Mitty Evans! Oh my goodness!
Man, Mitty Gavin.
Might be the next NBA star.
He's only a freshman.
Oh.
Only. Net was nearly turned over. Mediger, Freeney, Kirilenko fed in for Stewart, and he will get that one to go.
Block that. That was an easy block.
Under 10 minutes to go. This has been such a fun game to watch. Blevins, King Beam, jumper, wow.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Fellas, I think King Beam is rising up draft boards rapidly.
Now the New Mexico crowd's getting loud.
I don't want to see Oklahoma in the Final Four.
And that's a bailout call.
That is definitely a bailout foul right there on DiNardo Williams. I think that's his third. But either way, King Beam's going to the bench. Bit of an
What is
interesting
Coach
move
Pitt
there.
thinking here?
Bit of an interesting decision there from Coach Pitt. As Darian Stewart goes to the free throw
Could
line
that
and
cost
gets the
him?
first. Everybody, take a deep breath real quick. As we get ready for this Duke press and trapping action. Can they rattle New Mexico?
Duke having a good double team right now.
It was avoided though. Wow, some
Oh
passing
my
there.
goodness.
How did they get that one into Mitty?
the Mitty Gavin show tonight.
Really, him and Keen Beam too. They've been cooking. Mediger, jumper. He gets that one.
Was it a 2-point game now?
It is a 2-point game now. Yep. And Blevins beats it. Gavin was tempted to take the shot there. Trying to work his way in on Mediger. Gets it to Steve Reeves. Pops a shot. No good. Can't shoot it that well over Kirilenko.
Coming down to crunch time now, it feels like.
Oh, 100%. Mediger. Cat James, jumper. No. Oh, wow. What a rebound by Kirilenko.
Tie game. Here we go.
What a game Kirilenko has been having. And that should be a kickball violation, but no such thing exists in this game, unfortunately. Stewart. Wilson. 3. Bang!
Big shot there.
Duke reclaims the lead. Williams. DiNardo. Longtime Marquette Golden Eagle.
Get something going here for New Mexico.
Steve Reeves. A bit frozen, doesn't know what to do against Kirilenko. Drives in, and wow, what a shot.
Wow, what a hook. I think, maybe. I don't know.
Tough finish. Tough finish.
It was like a fadeaway / hook shot. Tough finish for Steve Reeves. Cat James was doubled. Kirilenko, I don't know how he got there.
Oh my.
He still missed that shot. DiNardo Williams almost stepped out of bounds too. Blevins, step, shot, missed. But rebounded by Gavin. Foul.
What was Duke doing there?
Poor execution on the box outs.
Mario is probably not happy with Duke right now.
I'd be throwing up if I was him.
Look
at that stat line for Mitty Gavin. Oh my gosh. First one goes. Tie game.
Make that 17 now for Mitty Gavin.
Could be 18 right here. He's been having a tremendous game. 18 it is. And he'll take a rest, and in comes Keen Beam.
What, New Mexico now leading?
Yep, by 1 point.
Are we going to come down to the wire?
Yep. Oh, what a feed. How did they get that one in? And the pressure is on for both teams. We are under 7 minutes left in the second half. And that alley-oop does not work.
I don't think New Mexico needed that.
Active hands running the show. Cat James. No.
Nope.
And Keen Beam gets that one to go.
Yep, and you see it right there. New Mexico is playing their type of game, and Duke is not playing the type of game that they really want to be playing right now.
Agreed. Freeney jumper, no good.
It seems like Duke just does. I mean, it seems like they have a fast, offense here, and I think they really need to start slowing down.
Do they even shoot threes? I don't know the last time they shot more than 1 3 and a half.
Well, they can shoot him for sure. Cat James will settle for a little jumper, and he got it.
Duke back on top now by 1.
Game Beam, he just can't miss.
And
Good shot.
oh my gosh.
I think really Duke needs to double team their New Mexico's big man right now. Good trap there for New Mexico.
Double. Tough shot. Wow.
Duke has been able to stay in this game, kind of.
It's from their mid-range game. Good
All right,
on
I'm
the
back.
outside.
Oh, what a
Midi.
jumper right there.
Good shot.
Griffin Hall with a rare appearance. Knocks down the
Oh, that
J.
wasn't-
Whoever got the correctly audio, stop talking. I don't think anyone does. Oh, what a finish by Mediger. What a finish.
I mean, this is like, what, 7 lead changes in the last minute and a half?
Something like that. Keen beam, jumper. He can't miss.
Holy crap. Duke's got to do something to slow him down. Take out his knee or something.
Is that what you're going to do in your game, Killian?
Cat James, 3.
To
No.
stop Ohio State, if possible.
Adrian Murray trying to create some space. And ball is almost
Open man
lost.
on the three.
Murray jumper missed. By the way, 58% from the field is crazy.
We're under
Points
4
in the
minutes
game?
now.
Under 4 minutes, it's a 1-point game. Remember, that goaltend counts, but it didn't count. Freeney, no.
Free.
Rebounded by Cat
Oh,
James,
bad.
and he just
Good
slams it on
rebound.
top
Oh
of
my
him.
goodness.
Oh my god.
With authority.
I
Griffin
think
Hall,
this is going to come
3.
down to the wire.
No.
No good, but there's the rebound.
And
no,
why?
no. Oh,
You
you.
dummy. You dummy. Why are you out of bounds?
Game Beam just had a horrible moment right there. Horrible, horrible.
Brother got the IQ of like a 4th grader right now.
Duke leads by 1. Oh my goodness. Freeney, 3. No, but put back there.
Oh, good. Oh my god.
No, that counted.
No, it didn't.
That
Yeah,
counted.
he made it.
That bucket counted. It's a 3-point lead now for Duke.
Oh, man.
Kristaps Kirilenko has been on one today.
New Mexico's got to get something going here. It looks like they're just frantically passing the ball around.
Maybe Gavin's trying to get open on the perimeter. He does. They're trying to work it.
There you go.
The foul.
Gonna have free throws there for Nick Jackson.
He's very tiny.
Yeah, he's only 6 foot.
What do you mean by
Bang. 2-point game.
I mean, me personally, I'm cheering for Duke. You know, got them as my national champion. But are we all here cheering for New Mexico? And deep down in our heart,
I picked Duke.
Bro.
I picked Duke as the winner, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Mustafa Mole, foul, and 1.
foul?
Oh.
Count that baby in a foul.
Count that baby in a foul. Wow. Thing is, this guy was an absolute stud for Duke last season. Anthony Wilson III comes back due to the NBA user lockout, and he goes to the bench. He's been nothing but spectacular as Duke's 6th man.
3-point game right now? Or is that a 4 game?
Yep. Although Donardo Williams
Boy,
draws the
that's
foul on
foul
Kirilenko, he's headed to the line.
Is it a 4-point game now?
Yep, 4-point game.
.220 left. This is gonna come down to the wire.
It will come down to the wire, for sure.
I mean, if Duke does move on, do you still feel confident in them for them to make it to the Final Four, even though having to come up against Oklahoma in the next round?
I mean, hard to say, hard to say. Not going to make any predictions just yet, because it really depends on who makes it out of this game.
Is stream like pause for you, Killian?
Hmm?
Never mind, not anymore.
No.
Never
No,
mind,
it's
we're good.
Missed shot right there by Stewart. New Mexico can tie it.
There you go. You gotta get the ball down the court. You gotta go quickly. You're running out of time here.
I mean, you still got minute 55, but still, clock can just run away from you. Big shot, made it. 4-point game for Duke right now, right? Timeout there for New Mexico.
It's a 4-point game for Duke. Oh, man. We got a good one. Coming down to the wire. We're less than 100 seconds away from seeing who OU will play in the Sweet 16.
I mean, what do you think New Mexico is talking about in their little huddle there for this timeout?
Just, if I were to guess, Coach Pitt is telling them, take smart shots. Do not rush your possessions.
Yeah, I feel like if you're not David, I almost said Davidson for some reason. If you're New Mexico, try to work it with Mitty Gavin or, was it Bell, right? Bell, number 2. Beam. I don't know. What the fuck's up here?
Oh,
But try to work it with Beam or Mitty Gavin here in the low post.
yep.
Oh, big
Blevins
shot.
missed a
What in
3.
the world?
Thought he had a good shot there, but no. Could not get it to go down. And now Duke can slowly milk this clock and put a shot up when they want to. Wilson. Over to Darian
Oh,
Stewart.
Oh,
Gets it.
he looked the steal, and that's game.
That could be game. Blevins.
Big shot there for Duke.
They really need this one to go down. Williams. No.
Not what they need. What a comeback for Duke in the second half. They came out slow in the first.
And Freeney gets that one to go. Timeout UNM.
Nah. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye.
We are going to see a Final Four rematch from last year in the Sweet 16.
What just happened?
Oof. Should be embarrassed that Duke almost lost to New Mexico, not gonna lie. Listen, you can't say that because New Mexico is literally a 29-4 ball club. They're a good team. With experience
I was
all over the
surprised
board.
I'm surprised that Pitt doesn't think about maybe possibly a new team. I know he's good with New Mexico, but I mean, he's a good recruiter. Maybe do you think he'd see him with a new team?
How was that a foul
Wait,
on Nick
what is-
Jackson?
How is that a foul? Like, oh my God.
How? Refs definitely had money line on Duke. I'm not gonna lie to you. They've got to,
Oh my goodness!
and they're gonna foul. Ah,
Get the refs out here. Put me in the game. Put me in the game.
oh my goodness. How many more fouls? Okay. Wyatt Mediger. He's had a quietly decent game. Good free
I
throw.
don't know what Mario did for Duke for these refs before the game. I don't know what kind of suspicions went around.
Something like that. Ugh.
Probably slipped him some cocaine or something.
Yep.
I think some money was put in. Wow!
Louise. I mean, the game's over, blood.
Too little, too late. But,
Yep, and the Duke fans are not hiding it. They're chanting, warm up the bus.
Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Goodbye, Pitt. Na 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 na. Hey hey. Goodbye, Pitt.
Listen, Coach Pitt, built an amazing team. They got unlucky last year versus Clemson when they got knocked out in round of
I
64.
thought Duke was about to take another shot there.
Nope, they're going to let it wind down. We will officially see a rematch of the Final Four in the Sweet 16. What a game for these Blue Devils. And New Mexico with a stellar season coming to an end. But at least this time, they have a tournament win to their resume. It's going to be a fun one to watch when they go up against Oklahoma. A very fun one. Sweet 16 is
Duke and
shaping.
Oklahoma in the next round. Who would have thought about that?
I mean, everyone kind of had a feeling that would happen, even though Northwestern looked like a real threat to OU's title chances, title hopes. But yeah, fellas, instant reaction. Give it to me right now, Coach Killian. I'll start with you.
I liked how New Mexico was able to stay in this game a little bit, but it was very slow for Duke in the first half. But they were able to come together after halftime and really just run the table with this game.
I agree. I mean, they had a very slow start, and just they couldn't really operate as well as they wanted to in the first half. But then they just turned it on. I mean, Coach Rodriguez, what do you think helped Duke be so effective in the second half?
Personally, it was that press. The press really slowed down New Mexico's offense into more of a half-court working offense, and it really took out the meaningful drives, and they really limited their turnovers in the second half. So that also helps with fast break scoring from New Mexico to limit that. So I think if Duke goes in, they just got to play confident. They can't be thinking about, rematch. Like, Oklahoma's still the same team as last year, as we know it, with the guys they have. They're talented. Their seed doesn't really justify who they are because they're more talented, I think, than what their seed tells them. So I think Duke's just got to limit turnovers and really work the offense more. Defense looked great in that second half, but just got a few things to work on. But that happens. It's basketball, so.
Exactly. I mean, it's college basketball. Anything can happen. I mean, especially during March. I mean, it's just a tale of two halves. They simply played better defense and found a way to be more effective on offense. They turned their defense into better offense. Simple as that. And we'll see how they fare against Oklahoma in that rematch. Who knows? Who knows? A lot of people like Duke in that game. A lot of people also like OU to find their way back to the Elite Eight. It'll be an interesting one to watch once the time comes. But as of today, we are done. But come tomorrow, fellas, we have a couple games to look forward to. 12 seed Tennessee versus 4 seed Iowa State, and then 9 seed Ohio State versus 1 seed Alabama. Those should be two interesting games. But oh man, if Alabama takes down Ohio State like I think happens, we are about to see 7 of the 9 Big Ten teams that entered the tournament be out before the end of the first weekend. Big Ten, by the way, led all conferences in teams represented.
So the last game of the night's Iowa State, Tennessee, right? And then there's tomorrow, Bama, or I don't know about tomorrow, but whenever you're free. We have Bama, Ohio State, Auburn, UNC, and Louisville, Baylor.
Yep.
That's a very good 3-game stretch.
Yep. North Carolina versus Auburn and Baylor versus Louisville. That's going to be on Friday. Early Friday, by the way. So we'll have to do that just so that we get it in before we go off the grid over here where I am. But that's gonna be fun to watch tomorrow. I mean, oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited for both games. Two SEC teams about to go at it versus a Big 12 and a Big 10 school. Just so much more to look forward to, especially the Sweet 16. The Sweet 16 is shaping up to be quite interesting as all of these upsets are unfolding and we have only 1 2 seed remaining. Absolutely diabolical.
And what, you have a 15? What is it, 14 or 13
Yep.
in the Sweet 16?
Yep. 13 seed Drake made it to the Sweet 16.
Wow, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Not me, I'll tell you that. I had both Villanova and Purdue making it to the round of 32. But that's March Madness for you. That is March Madness for you.
Yes, it is.
Well, fellas, thank you for joining me. I appreciate both of you hopping on
Yes, sir.
to help with it all, and a special thank you as well to Mrs. Kamish for being on for as long as she could. And thank you to everyone who watched along as well. I mean, you guys help make Legends College hoops fun to be a part of. We'll be back tomorrow for those 2 games. Can't wait to see how they go. Have a good night, everyone.